Welcome back, Legends and Germs, to the Winds of Winter.
Go, 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 go.
Dun 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 dun.
Oh,
Bow, 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 bow. All right. God, Alex is just jamming already. All right, what the fuck happened
I'm
last
always ready
time?
for a jam.
What the fuck happened last time, you guys?
Had a wedding. It was
The
great.
wedding. Until I got laid.
That's the
Those are the two
important
plot
part.
points.
Belden was such a homie.
Yeah, Belbin was Tally's rock throughout her wedding day. Somehow
Right,
it wasn't her sister, it wasn't her husband, it was her sister's friend who she had met that week.
Hell yeah. Story of my life.
The rock of her wedding. Yeah, the wedding was beautiful. Scylla and Rael finally spoke words to one another, and the second they did, they realized that they were both just stupid. And that there was literally no problem between them. And yeah,
Not alone.
Rael now, pretty much the only information you got throughout the process of sitting through the reception, or sitting through the ceremony and then going to the reception. That the only really information that you'd picked up was that she had dropped out of school after graduating primaries and just kind of traveled for a little while and then ended up in Nicodranus and opened up a flower stall that became a flower shop. And that's where she is now.
Very cute.
Got a little apartment, but opened the flower shop, got a little apartment over it. It's cool. It's good. It's quiet. It's a quiet life. And yeah. You guys spent a very beautiful night on the beach, drinking and making merry with each other and your friends. And there was a moment where all of you, Tally, Porter, and Rael included, were all sitting by the beach, kind of passing some bottles of wine back and forth with Kahu at your heels when Kahu ran off down the beach. And oh, another thing I almost forgot before that happened. There was a random clap of thunder in the distance, and every single one of you double birds to the sky and saying fuck the god of thunder. And Tally threw out a name that I am keeping because none of you have come up with one, but you guys are now the Thunderfucks. So, congratulations, your party has a fucking name finally.
Naming things is hard, Mac.
Only took me a year and a half. But
It was longer than that. It was longer than that.
yeah, it's been 2 years yet? Jesus.
Yeah. That was in February.
Oh, fuck, okay. All right. So, yeah, 2.5
Listen,
years.
it's hard.
Two
I
and a
can
half
barely
years.
name my character. You want me to name something else?
2.5 years, guys. Come on. You didn't even name your character. You stole it from a TV show. Anyway.
I stole everyone's name for a TV show.
I
didn't
know!
do
All
shit.
of the NPCs. Oh my god. Anyway. God, so sick of you guys. Why did I ever want to get this game back?
All right. I'll see you guys next time. Bye.
Don't
Okay,
you
bye.
fucking dare. I had to delay this game. Anyway. But Kahu ran off down the beach and came running back with another dog who apparently could communicate a lot better than Kahu could, and informed you that there was a boy drowning on the on the shore, just a little ways down. And
The boy.
you all ran to give aid. It was able to, give him CPR, I guess you would call it, get the water out of his lungs. And he awoke, said something in a very strange language, and then speaking in common, but calling it another language, and then asked about some place that none of you had ever heard of, and then noticed that a few of you looked different than he was expecting, and promptly passed out. You all brought the strange soaked boy, who the dog informed you was named Ben, and the dog was named Ned. Ned, N-E-D. I swear I said I almost said Neb last time, but yeah, Ben and Ned. You brought him back to the Rebel Oak Tavern, wrapped him up in a bed, and decided to keep an eye on him. Everyone except Scylla, who foregoed guard duty to go bounce.
Get some.
Bounce.
I left a very angry fairy in the room for at least an hour. That has to count for something.
Yeah, try
All right,
concentrating on that an hour down the line.
Oh yeah, totally concentrating. Absolutely.
Totally
Concentration wasn't shaken
Okay,
whatsoever.
like 20 minutes it was in the room. And I
20.
We had
That's
to walk
generous.
to the other hotel. It's mainly the walk time.
Roll to see if you waited till the other hotel.
Let's see.
Alleyway.
8. No.
No.
Alleyway it is. Anyway, yeah. So, Scylla, you eventually did make it back to Rael's hotel room, and that is where you did end up eventually going to sleep. But we pick up later in the evening. It is around like 1, 2 o'clock in the morning at this point. You guys have gotten in. Scylla's left, and you guys have kind of like settled down. The drunk is starting to like turn into tired. Is going from you're going from party to sleepy, and then eventually that hangover is gonna hit like a brick wall. But you have kind of committed yourselves to keeping an eye on this kid, because something's up and you cannot. But anyway, the two of you, the two of you, and yeah, it's just the two of you in there. It's the two of you and this boy and the dog are sat. The boy is wrapped up in the bed, and the dog, this big black Labrador, is seated about like 5 or 6 feet away from the foot of the bed, just staring with like kind of paws on, like head on paws, just staring up at the bed, just kind of waiting. So, what would you two like to do? Are you guys, if you guys would like to set up watch, if you guys would like to have any conversations, you may do so now. But the floor is yours.
I'm now realizing after we sent Scylla away that she is the one that can talk to the dog. So
Yeah. We'll manage.
that's probably fine. Yeah. I guess we're just making sure he doesn't fucking die.
Yeah. Make sure if he's got a fever, get a cold compress and try to break it. If it gets too hot, we can take the blanket off now. He won't go into shock. You want to go first for watching me? Can you
Sure.
sleep? Yes. Which one was that?
Yes to all of it. No, I mean, I could sleep right now if you wanted. I could probably stay awake too. Whatever. It's fine.
All right. Yeah. I'll get. You go first, and then wake me up.
Got it. Sleep tight.
Pass out on the floor.
Gotcha. All right. Yeah. Sorry. Where in the room? Because what you have in this, just a little bit of layout. There is a large, like, sort of queen size bed in the center of the room with 2 table sets on either side. The rest of the room is maybe like 8 to 10. There's maybe 8 to 10 more feet of the room, and it's about as wide as well. Um, and in the back corner by a window is a table with 2 chairs, and then there is a chest of drawers on the other side in the other corner. And my God, my dog is going absolutely apeshit right now. Can you all
He's having
hear
a great
him?
time. Yeah.
Go, get out of here. Get out of here.
He's
Go.
having a good time. He's a good boy.
No, he's just like
He's having a
wants
good
attention.
time.
He wants attention. Anyway. So yeah, and then on the left side, if you're sitting on the bed facing the wall, on the left side is the door. But so where in the room are you going to be sleeping?
Away from the dog. So I guess I'm closest to the door, I suppose. Yeah.
Okay. So like kind of like leaned up against the wall, or are you like in front of the door, or
I'll be leaned up against the wall next to the door.
next to the door? Gotcha. Important question. Roll. Give me a wisdom save. Give me a wisdom save.
Oh
no.
shit. Hold on, let me open
I
the
use wisdom.
fucking
I use
thing.
wisdom saves for decision making too, not just for effects.
I mean, yeah,
Here I am.
it's a
Okay.
common sense check.
Okay, cool.
Common sense check. Let's go. Wisdom.
Exactly. Common sense.
Just
wisdom
just
save.
straight wisdom.
Wisdom save.
Save. Why don't you do the thing? This happened last time too. God damn it.
I have your it's a +0, so you can just roll a die if you want.
Hold on, I'll tell Google to roll the d20.
Mm-hmm.
Don't trust Google. Don't
Don't
trust the
trust
internet.
Google. It's a 6. Don't trust Google.
Okay. So yeah, you take a seat right by the door and kind of get cozied up and conk out. Melvin, for the next several hours, I would like you to make perception checks for me. One for every minute of
Okay.
the several hours you will be. No, I'm just kidding.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
An 8. Okay.
I do think before you
Oh,
go
yeah,
into
yeah,
any
go ahead,
sort
please,
of
please, please.
narration, I do think hearing what Yvain had said right before that, I would roll the blanket back from his chin to like his shoulder, so his neck is exposed a little bit to like vent a little bit. And I think that standing there after about 3 minutes, I would go, I haven't had to do this shit before. And I would summon my ghost sister because she's the other person that I know that knows how to do any of this. And I know she can't do anything with this, but having her there would make me feel better about me not actively killing this person in bed.
Sounds like a plan.
But 8.
Okay, yeah, 8. Just a recap of who this kid is. He is a human male, sort of like tan, ivory skin, but tan, looks like he's been just perpetually out in the sun. He is can't be. He's got straw blonde hair. Cannot be more than 16. At like 16 at the absolute most. His feet are calloused to all hell and just pitch black on the soles. He had no shoes. His clothes are they look like since you're up close and can see, they look like they've been cut and stitched from sailcloth and other bits of canvas that might be sitting around. It's pretty obvious this kid is a sailor.
Mhm.
But there is no kind of he has no identifying marks or anything like that except for just the absolute insanity that are his blue eyes. You have when he was speaking to you before, you had never seen eyes so blue before. They literally looked like the ocean. So it was, yeah, it's striking the first time anyone speaks to him. But yeah, he is currently just sleeping soundly, breathing deeply. You check, he doesn't seem feverish. He just seems to have been overwhelmed with the moment. But he's drying off he's drying off well. And you kind of go off to the side and you sit, and the specter of your sister kind of floats beside you. And as you sit at the table in the corner, the you don't know if this is in the back of your mind. You realize that, of course, this is a conscious thing that you are doing, that you are controlling, but it makes you feel nice when you see the specter move into the place of the other seat where she would have sat. And you kind of just you start talking under your breath and just kind of going over what you would be doing, what you would with her to take care of someone, because she was always the one who taught you how to best care for people. Her bedside manner was immaculate. And so whenever she would teach, or she would try to teach you something, she would just have you guys kind of do hypotheticals back and forth. And so you're just mumbling to yourself under your breath, just hypotheticals, and just kind of listening to her response in your head and just going back and forth. And you spend the next several hours that way there. And you don't know when you fell asleep or even if you fell asleep, but it's at some point that you open your eyes. Hold on one second, actually. Let me get one more perception check for me.
Okay.
This one at disadvantage.
You got it. A natural one.
Okay. Perfect. So yeah, you don't know if you fell asleep or if you just kind of went into a fugue flow state of just this hypothetical conversation with your sister, but you suddenly just kind of like shake yourself and look to this and look outside and notice, oh, it's the sky has changed, the stars have moved. It's probably time for me to wake Yvain.
Okay. Sounds good. I'd look up at her across the table and go, thanks for helping me keep an eye on him. I'll check him one more time before I get her up. I'll go and I'll check him, make sure he's breathing and stuff, feel his forehead with the back of my hand, make sure he's
Okay.
not like super hot. And assuming everything
As you do, he's gone.
Oh, fucking shit. Fuck. Well, that's a problem. I assume the dog's gone too?
Yep.
Mm-hmm. Cool. Hey, Yvain.
Oh, yeah, is it time for my watch?
If by watch you mean light search party, then yep.
What?
Boy is not here anymore.
What is the? I look around the room.
Completely empty, save you two. Your things are untouched. There's nothing missing. Nothing's broken or taken. But nothing's missing except the soaking wet boy and his dog.
Why the door? What the stupid bitch? Oh, damn it! All right. You know what?
Honestly, I have no idea. I don't think
wanna-
that I really fell asleep or anything, but the last like 2 hours have been a weird blur, so I'm not really sure what happened.
You have
It's-
both of you are fully hungover, by the way. Now you have
Yeah.
you have
Yeah.
morphed into the hangover state. Yvain, you woke up with a blinder of a migraine.
Uh-huh.
Fucking hell. You know, I want to be a dick and say that this is not our problem, but
Me too.
there's a young man with a head injury running around the island, and that doesn't bode well.
Also, Scylla would be very upset with us if we lost the person we were supposed to keep track of. Well, she went to go get fucked. So
Yeah.
Did Yvain get a head injury? Where's the head injury coming from?
he hit his head on like a rock or something, didn't he? Or it
Nope.
looked like it.
Nope.
Oh,
Oh,
Nope. I don't
I had the same memory as you,
Well,
Erica.
I don't recall.
I think I am assuming, well, also Yvain is assuming that this kid's talking nonsense. So probably
There is also that. Yeah.
Okay, I wanted to
Yeah.
make sure that I didn't like describe like like blood in his hair or something like that. Like, no, he just drowned.
All right. We gotta
But
go
yeah,
find him.
no, he's talking crazy.
Do we need to tell Scylla too right now, or should we just go?
Oh, you know what? We'll go, and if we fuck it up, then then we'll
And then we'll tell Scylla.
then we'll call mom. Yeah.
Okay. Sounds good.
Split the party.
Sounds good. Fuck. Okay. I guess let's go downstairs first and see.
We don't
Uh,
go find the person who could cure a hangover at all.
No. Fuck it.
Fuck that.
let's go
No, no. Are you kidding me? The shame.
Yeah.
No. Let's see if TMR is working still, or whoever's behind the bar, and see if they know where fucker wandered off to, if he wandered
Mhm.
through here.
Yep. Yep.
Okay.
Okay. Do not throw up on me. Let's go.
Oh, you're so high. Fuck. Okay.
So you guys head downstairs. It is about 4 o'clock. Sorry, about 5 o'clock in the morning at this moment. You walk downstairs. It is empty, but there's no one behind the bar, but you do hear some clattering in the back in the kitchen area. Yvain, you know this area very well by now, and you've kind of gotten the go ahead. You've kind of gotten former employee privileges. Some like oh, I used to work here. I can go back here. It's fine. Like, so yeah, you've got former employee privileges at the Rebel Oak. But yeah, no one's behind the bar, but you hear some
Who-
clanging and clattering.
Who would be
Mm.
working right now? Why would the kitchen be open at 5 a.m.?
Breakfast prep. What you mean?
There's
Oof,
fucking no
open.
one here. Sorry,
You
that's so loud.
You go in and you see Zorion, the
Yeah.
the skinny half orc teenager. He has got what looks like a it looks like a ukulele that has been hewn out of jungle tree bark that is kind of just propped up on one of the workstations in the corner and is seemingly plucking away at itself as you see Zorion just bopping around the kitchen. He is just full on like in work in like prep mode, and he's like singing a little ditty. It's just like, and then she, oh gee, God's above.
Good morning.
Hey, friend.
Oh, Yvain, you scared the living daylights out of
I'm
me.
sorry.
Service doesn't start for another hour.
No, it's
Yeah,
fine. It's fine.
that's
I
fine.
just came to ask you something.
What's going on?
Did you see
He goes and like turns a key on the top of the ukulele and it stops playing itself.
did you see a kid, a skinny kid, tan skin, rugged clothes, dog?
16.
Yeah, he's the one that you brought in, right?
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Right. Yeah, he stopped by about two well, just actually when I was coming in, I met him coming out. He just asked for some bread and a water skin, and he's a bit awkward, a bit of a touchy guy. Seemed a little, I don't know, scared of me. I don't know. Why anyone would be, I don't know. But anyway, yeah, I gave him a loaf of bread, and I just told him I put it on your tab. He said he apologized. He said he tried to pay me, but tried to give me something that I didn't recognize. It was coin. It was coin, obviously, but I didn't recognize the stamping on it. So I didn't take it because
That's fine.
Timora doesn't approve of that.
My
Did I
foreign
do
currency,
something
the whole
wrong?
thing.
No. Just he seemed kind of out of sorts a little bit, like skittish. So just want to make sure he's
Yeah.
okay.
Also, when
Well, he
was that?
seemed. What was that?
When was that?
About an hour and a half ago.
Did he say where he's going?
No, I think I assumed that he was leaving town. I didn't realize that he was someone you guys needed to hang on to, or didn't. Is he some sort of, is he in danger? Or is
think
he
so.
dangerous?
Also,
Probably not.
no.
Oh, okay.
He washed up on shore, like he drowned. So just want to make sure he's all right.
Yeah.
Well, he seemed all right to me.
Okay.
I don't know.
I'm curious though. What did he give you?
Uh, I kept one of them because it looked interesting, and he pulls out would look a piece of silver that is a little bit larger than the average Exandrian stamped silver that you guys usually get. Because in Exandria, coins are minted through government entities but they are all minted with different signifiers depending on what continent they came from and what particular government body authorized it. So, there are ones from Wildmount, there are ones from Jorhas, there are ones from Taldore, there are ones from the fourth one that I can never fucking remember. But so yeah, every coin has that kind of stampage on it. You guys do not recognize the stampage on this. In fact, it almost does not look stamped. It kind of looks like it was almost beaten into into form, into shape. It is the roughest, most disgusting looking coin you have ever seen. Like, you guys are used to like coins being rounded edges, perfectly smooth, like like magically finished, because these are made with magic to be perfectly uniform. This is this looks like somebody just tried to make their own currency. But it has like official looking stampage on it in a language that you don't understand or recognize at all.
Yeah, that's fucked.
That's fucked.
That's
I
what
I give it back to Zerai.
it just looked interesting, So I was thinking I might put it on a necklace.
Sure.
Do you guys need any food or anything? Because I gotta get prep done. But do you need it?
Do you have anything ready right now?
I can
If
make
the answer
eggs
is no,
in
that's fine.
not right now, but I can make eggs in 30 seconds.
Yes, I love you. Thank you.
Zorion just
Protein, please.
It is since getting this job about a week and a half ago, he has seemingly fallen into a rhythm and is now already so far from the knock-kneed little the knock-kneed apprentice that you guys met the first time, who made like the most incredible walnut banana pancakes ever. But yeah, he whips up some eggs. They're delicious, no charge, and you guys feel slightly less hungover.
God's bless you, except the Stormlord. Fuck that guy. You're amazing. Thank you.
Thank you so
We're
much.
gonna go find this fucking maniac that is.
Well,
running
good luck.
around.
Give him a proper coin if you find him.
Oh,
He won't get
I
he won't
guess
get
so.
far with that.
I'm not allowed to have money on my own, so someone else has
neither.
to do it, but that's okay. Yeah, that sounds about right. Thank you again.
Of
You're
course.
wonderful.
So what now?
Fuck. The road and the beach are in two opposite directions. Is he gonna go back to where he washed up, or is he gonna go to try and go inland and go somewhere else?
He'd probably try and leave the town, or at least get supplies and then leave town.
Yeah, I guess actually, if we go to the road first, if there's a guard out there and they saw him leave,
Yeah.
we would know. And if they haven't, then we can go through town towards where he washed up, or wherever the fuck he might be.
walking towards the main entrance.
Gate.
Okay.
Gate.
As you're walking, the sun is just beginning to crest over the horizon, and paint the sky in beautiful reds and oranges, and just kind of the clouds of fog are starting to roll in over off of the ocean and burn off. But you reach the gates, and there are two guards, two Zalezos, standing there. They seem to be the exact same ones that you guys spoke to the last time you were there.
They just didn't despawn yet.
Yep, they just apparently have not
just been
despawned.
here.
Yep.
Yep. Morning, fellas.
Oh, good morning.
Morning. It's good to see you all again.
Good
Did
to
a
see you too, sir.
gangly, freaked out looking 16-year-old kid come running through here like 90 minutes ago or so.
You see the short one elbow you see the tall skinny one elbow the short fat one to be quiet, and he says, yes, we did. However, we did see an individual. However, it is not our position to divulge the comings and goings of private citizens to other private citizens. So, that is unfortunately all the information we can give you. I apologize.
Well, he drowned yesterday, friend. He wandered off. We just want to make sure like his head's not still hurt or something.
What?
Yeah. Yeah, he
Go ahead,
washed ashore.
Make a persuasion check.
Can I have help, Ben?
Also, any reasonable person here would be able to tell you that he's probably not a citizen of this country, continent, place. So private in this area is not quite necessarily quite as applicable as you might think.
That's a natural 20.
Hey-o.
Fuck yes.
Oh, well. The poor boy. Well then, yes, he did come by here about an hour ago. Headed out on the road with his, he had a dog with him.
Yeah.
Seemed to be heading north.
Hey.
Did he say anything at all to you that you feel at ease to divulge in this moment? Sorry, the Dawnfather's really fucking testing me right now.
Just a proper good morning. That's
Okay.
all it was, really. Just a passing.
Did he have shoes on?
He did not, if I can remember correctly.
Okay.
But he seemed quite cheerful and comfortable, so wasn't carrying any weapons that I could see. Just a small sack over his back and his dog.
Thank you.
Okay.
I hope he's all right.
Me too.
Yeah, we
Yeah,
are.
yeah.
Yeah. All right. Yvain, do we need to tell Scylla that we're about to fucking leave town to go chase after this fucker?
Oh, is that what we're doing?
Are we going the other way? Because honestly, if
Oh.
he just like left of his own volition and we don't have to deal with it, I'm so okay with that too. Because again,
This is
fucking
one of those
Dawnfather-
conversations. Like, is this our problem? Yes, we
I don't
have
know.
to tell Scylla. We have to tell
I
Scylla.
know we have to tell Scylla, but like, are we telling her we're leaving town to go on the road to go try and find him right now? Or are we telling her that he vanished in the night and is probably dead somewhere and we don't need to deal with it anymore? Or made his own way in society and is going to be a good upstanding citizen, whatever makes you feel better.
We just tell her the truth. That we woke up, he's gone. We followed him. We realized he left town.
Scylla! Good morning. Scylla.
Scylla, would you have the earring on?
That's a great question.
Would you have thought to take it off?
That's a better question. I don't think I would have thought to take it off. But I do think the second she hears noise from her ear, she's like all Belle hears is just like yelling. She's like, ah.
You make a dex save.
Which one of us?
Scylla.
Natural 20.
Natural 20. You
Don't smack
start-
Rael in the face.
you start in your sleep and somehow avoid elbowing Rael in the face. Everything all right?
It's the fucking earring. I'm sure they're doing something stupid. I know. Go back to sleep. I will talk soon. Belbin, what do you want?
You were being too
The
loud.
boy and his dog disappeared from town. We woke up and he was gone, and the guards who were at the gate just said that he left town an hour ago.
Are you calling me to ask me to say the asshole thing?
No, we
Is
already
it-
did that.
Is it our problem?
Is it our
yeah,
problem?
I don't fucking know.
I don't think it's our fucking problem. Did he seem he was not kidnapped? No.
They
No.
did not say he was, but he also seems to be suffering from severe brain damage and walking down the
He's got no
street.
shoes on.
He
Sometimes
doesn't
you
seem
just
like
have
he's ever
no
worn
shoes on.
shoes.
I have no
He
shoes
washed
on
up
right
from the
now.
ocean.
I know,
with
I had no
black
shoes on for a
feet.
while.
He washed up from the ocean with feet caked in just blackness still. That shit's baked in.
But I also don't want to go after him, and then he's like, "Oh my God, these people are gonna kill me or something." You
Right,
know?
there's that too.
Yeah.
So we're not telling you this because we need you to like get up and move and all that shit. We're just trying to get a temperature check on your overall feeling towards this.
I mean, if he snuck out of the room, he saw us before he passed out. Yes, the first time
Yeah.
we spoke to him,
Yeah.
Yeah.
he didn't wake you up.
No.
I don't think that man gives a fuck about us.
All right.
Yeah, but so do a lot of people that we fucking helped.
That's very fair, but also like an hour down the road. What are you gonna run?
I mean, Yvain did ask me not to throw up on her first thing this morning, so I
Yeah,
guess
yeah,
running
yeah,
is
that
off
sounds
the
like-
table.
I don't know. Maybe he went to go collect berries in the forest and he's coming back. Do I have any fucking spells that don't?
Do I have any fucking spells?
Oh,
I have a lot,
shit,
and
right,
none
I
of
could
them
do
I can
magic.
control.
Oh
No,
shit,
I mean-
right, I could do magic. Fuck.
I can make Yvain go real
Yeah.
fast for 1 minute, and then she'll feel even worse for a hot sec. And then we can do it again. And then we can do it again. And then we can do it
I
again.
pull over, throw up, keep running.
Right.
I
Which
have
is something
nothing-
I have done in real life.
Fair enough. Okay, I guess the real question
can't
here.
Stop laughing picturing that.
Listen, man, you do what you gotta do, okay?
Yeah, that's fair. We had a kid the other day yell in the lobby, "Strawberry milk," and then he ran outside and threw up over the railing.
Alex,
Oh
you
my
fucking broke me. Oh my God.
Me
That
too.
child
What the
is
fuck?
going places. That child is going places.
Strawberry milk.
Why did
Oh my
that
God.
break
Okay.
us? Why did that break all four
Late night
of us?
delirium.
Like
Oh
you,
my
you
God.
also have to imagine
It's
that
not even that late
so
for me. It's
when-
like 8:30.
where the
Late
school
night, man.
is like elevated. So there's like two like stairways and a big like maybe like 4 foot tall like railing. So the kid's like 3 feet tall. So he had to like jump and then throw up
Strawberry milk.
strawberry milk.
Okay, I'm sweating. Jesus Christ. All right. As the fucking dungeon master, I'm bringing this back in. Okay. What are you doing? Are you going after him or not?
I think that the real question here is, are we going to feel really fucking guilty if we find him dead on the road when we leave this place in like 2 days?
No, but I will inter his body into the ground.
Okay, sounds good. Thank you, Scylla. You may return to whatever sexual position you were in. Good night.
Thank you.
All right, same question to you, Yvain. How guilty are we going to feel if we find his dead body in like 2 days?
Ugh, I mean, yeah, I feel bad. Yes, but he's
But, like,
already an hour out.
also breakfast.
Okay, okay, yeah. You know what? If we run into him again, then we'll help.
Sounds good. Pancakes. Pancakes it is.
All right.
Scylla, Rael rolls over and she says, "Well, now I'm awake." Oh, and did I lose Alex the second? There we
That
go.
would have been
I know,
so fucking
I know.
funny.
I was like, yep, that sounds about right.
Yep.
Scylla avoiding conversations with Riel again.
Yeah.
It's
No.
a circle.
She just rolls over and just looks at you. She's like, "Well, now I'm awake."
Sorry, they always have a lot of questions. They're
Is everything
they
all
have a
right?
guiltier soul than I do somehow. I'm unsure how.
Didn't realize that was possible. Is everything all right?
You know that boy we found like
Yeah.
last night?
Yeah.
He like ran away or something. I don't know.
Oh,
And they were asking me if we should go find him, but he's already an hour away. So I said no. And if we find him dead, I will inter his body into the ground.
all right. That's something.
Do you want to go get up right now and go run down the road for an hour?
Oh, no, 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 no. And she just like
Yeah,
nuzzles into
That's what I
you.
thought. That's what I thought. Uh-huh.
All right. All right. For the sake of brevity,
For the sake of breath.
you guys make your way back to the Rebel Oak. Breakfast is had, naps are taken, feeling a lot better. Scylla, you eventually make your way back to the Rebel Oak. Is Rael with you?
Oh, 100%.
Okay. So
I
yeah,
think they're like at the hip, like
gotcha.
like
I mean, fair.
Yeah. So you guys are aware that today is as the day after the wedding is the last day that you're gonna have with Tally and Porter, as they are hopping a coach, hopping back in their coach and going up to Port Damali to then get on a ship heading to I think it was, oh yeah, they're heading to the Bay of Gifts for a week at Dylan's Closet.
With the Bay of
what are
Pigs.
they doing with all this fucking money? I'm gonna kill Porter and then take all his money.
Tally
Bills
Shields,
are a
man.
thing. Anyway, but yeah, you guys do know that this is the last day that before they leave. They are leaving tomorrow, and most guests are either leaving today or tomorrow. So if there was anyone you wanted to speak to among the guest list, now would probably be the time. Also, you guys did have another commitment that does not exactly have a time crunch on it, but you did commit to going somewhere and meeting someone and probably doing something.
That fucker can wait. I got shit to do. I
Like
got
what?
people to bang. He can wait.
Well, discussion obviously does come about of where to go next and what to do and when. And during that conversation, Rael does mention, you know, I'm gonna be. I was supposed to be traveling back to Nicodranus in a day or two. If I'm understanding correctly, you're going that way as well?
Yes. Yes, yes.
And she kind of like looks from Yvain to Belle to Scylla and just kind of like, would it be all right if I tagged along just for this trip so that I can, you know, have some protection on the way home? It's a dangerous road.
Still makes the same eye contact that Grail just did.
Yvain, clearly fucking around, goes, "No, you are banished forever. We don't want to hang out with you anymore."
As long as you can keep it quiet enough so that it doesn't wake us up,
Oh my
I
god.
don't give a
Oh
fuck.
my god.
When you say
Scylla's
when you say
pulling back
that
the face.
when you say that, Rael just immediately just like looks at Scylla. She's a screamer, not me.
Wow.
I-
Scylla's,
Okay.
like, fully
Listen,
hiding
you
somewhere.
have full capability of keeping her quiet in different ways too. I just don't want to fucking hear it in the middle of the night because I'm fucking tired.
Okay, Scylla.
My head still
Can we do
fucking
that?
hurts.
Lovely.
Like, hiding.
Glad to be tagging along. And she just kind of pops you, gives you a little kiss on the forehead and walks off to get something.
I'm gonna kill her. I'm going to kill her. It's been like 2 days and I'm
So-
already going to kill her.
It is 6 days travel, going at a normal pace to Nicodranus, which is where she's going. In between there, Phelan and Nicodranus is Port Zune. You can stop off there halfway through after it's a 3-day travel there if you wanted to stop there. 6 days to Nicodranus, and then another 3 after that to get through the 4 after that to get through the Koroska jungle and get to the Ashkeeper Peaks. So in total, to get to where you wanted to go, if you did not stop for anything more than sleeping at night, it would take about 10 days.
Cool.
So
I did want to say hi to my brother in Nicodranus if we have time. I haven't seen him in person in like over a decade, so it would just be nice, you know?
Yvain, we've literally gone to a different fucking continent for me to go to a stupid fucking wedding. We can stop in Nicodranus. That fucker can wait.
Just a quick
Does-
pixel.
Rael asks about your brother. Oh, does he live in Nicodranus? What does he do? Is he very successful? Is he or like what is just the classic questions.
He's a bit of a shit, honestly. He's a
Fucking love him.
privateer. He sails a lot. I don't think he has a permanent address.
Huh. Interesting. Well, then, hang on. I had notes about this. God damn it.
He's supposed to
no,
come home a
goddamn.
few years ago
Get out
for
the
the
Google
birth of my
Docs.
niece and nephew, but he never did because he's a fuck.
Like on purpose or like
I
no word
don't
from him?
know. He did
Like a
no.
we should
We
punch
got
him in the teeth
word.
kind of thing?
He just said that he got caught up in something. So I don't know.
Okay, so like
Was it
not
a
like
neck?
dead at sea kind of situation.
Right.
No. My mom writes him.
Okay.
So, I would probably try the right. So, you said he doesn't have a normal address?
No, not that he's ever told me, but he hangs
Okay.
out at this tavern. I can't remember the name of it though.
Withered Bird?
Yeah. If that
Withered
sounds
Bird
right.
Inn?
Yeah.
Yes, that is what I was going to suggest. Most sailors who are just coming through for a couple of days to, a day to a couple of weeks will usually stay at the Withered Bird.
Yeah, he's got this little girlfriend there. I don't know if they're still together.
Well, that's where I would say to check, because, I mean, if I ever wanted just a no strings attached night, Withered Bird's always where to go. Because they're always out of town very soon. Anyway,
That's fair.
so yeah.
Yeah, there's dead fucking silence.
You get the sense Rael is a bit of an acquired taste to some. But apparently it's still his favorite.
Just used to it.
Fucking used to it.
Do we still have a horse?
You guys have
what's the one on branch?
let me see. Okay, you had 3 horses. One of them died. One of them oh shit. All right. Bio break because I gotta take out my dog. So think about the dogs. Or think about the horses. Bleh.
I think about the dog.
Big puppy.
Big puppy.
Big puppy. Okay.
There's a lap right there too.
Okay.
Alex ran to the bathroom.
Yeah, I figured.
Unacceptable. Late. Goes to the
Yeah.
bathroom at the allotted time. Like
Don't know what the fuck is wrong with them, but we'll beat it out of them.
they're
eventually.
really fucking testing my patience.
We'll beat it out of them eventually. God. All right. So, if I overheard correctly, because my computer was up way too loud, I realized. If I overheard correctly, there was only ever 2 horses, and Marguerite was the
Marguerite's the one that got like fucked into
Fucked
the
up,
ocean.
yeah.
I'm pretty sure.
Ran away.
Yeah,
Just
no,
gone.
yeah,
Yeah.
no, yeah. She ran away because you flew
Scylla
her
turned into a giant burr.
Yeah,
picked her
yeah.
up and dropped her down. Yeah.
And
So,
Branch, who I'm pretty sure the real name of is Marcus question mark.
Yes, yes.
I wrote that down somewhere. My desk is half packed, so I don't know where any of my notes are really. Did in fact make it here with us.
yep. Yes, I remember that. Branch
Yeah.
did make it here with you, and I think you might have bought a
A stable slot.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
you got a stable slot for Branch, but did you travel here with just the one horse after you hit
Yes.
after you hit Port Tamale? Okay, yeah. Oh,
Mhm.
yes, I
Yes, we
remember.
had to do.
Because
I had to
Scylla
use all
would
my
turn
wild shapes
into
every day.
yeah.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. That's right. Yeah, you wild shaped into a horse. Right. Okay, cool. So yeah, you have you still have a horse. And yeah, you're running a little low. You're pretty much all completely out of food. You're completely out of food. And let me see, you still have supplies and everything, but yeah. So if you need stuff for the road, you can get that. If you want to do something else, if you want to completely abandon this mission, that is also an option.
Go
I'm
home.
always scared of railroading in my D&D games. That is what I'm always terrified of.
No, the man knows
Um,
secrets about us. We must go murder him.
exactly. In as a side note to leaving town, I would like to catch Tali once before she leaves.
Cool. Okay.
But that can happen kind of whenever.
Okay. When would you like to catch her? Just because you guys have one more day of them just being here, and then they are leaving in like the early afternoon, late morning tomorrow.
I need 60 minutes of not being hungover, and then I can find her.
Okay.
Anytime after that is fine with me.
Cool. Later in the we'll kind of jump around with time and stuff. So,
Sure.
Later in the evening on that first day, on their last day there, you are all kind of sitting on the sort of porch area of the Rebel Oak Tavern. Each of you nursing a drink of your choice on the house because of the wedding couple of the happy couple. And just the relationship you formed with Tiamora. It's so strange, bonded by trauma and the timing.
Best way to be bonded.
The timing of everything has made this feel like a place you have been. It's like one of those places you grew up going to, and you know everyone around. You've just gotten to know everyone, and it's so familiar here that it almost feels like you've kind of built another home here. So you got drinks on the house, and you're all just kind of sitting out on the patio enjoying the late afternoon.
Right. Tali,
Yes,
I have
Belbin,
a
little
present
man.
for you.
You have something for me?
I have a present for you.
Ooh, I love presents. It is my wedding present, I hope.
Actually, quite literally, it is. Yeah. And I will pull out. I went back to the wedding site earlier in the day once I could walk around on my own and not feel like I was actively falling down or throwing up or both at the same time. And I would have gone and I would have picked a series of the little flowers that were growing out of like the vines and the like sort of drapery that had been hanging around. Picked a bunch of them out and sort of like woven them together into a little like bracelet for her. And so I would pull it out and go, I made you this out of some of the flowers around your wedding site so that hopefully you can, I don't know, keep it and remember it more often and all that. Scylla can make them be not quite so dead whenever they start to die or die regularly because they are flowers that I picked. So I'm sorry for that.
She very gently takes it and slips it onto her wrist. And Belbin, this is so beautiful and so thoughtful. Thank you so much. I really think I maybe should have married you instead.
I'm not rich like he is. Trust me, you're gonna have a better time with
Oh, I
that part of
didn't
that.
marry him for the money anyway.
No, I
But
know that, but like,
it is a nice plus. And you know what? I have gotten used to a certain style of living, I must say. So, you know what? We probably would never have had a chance. You're probably right. Good thinking. But seriously, in all seriousness, you were my rock yesterday. See, I don't know if I would have been able to get through yesterday without you. And the fact that I did the whole like we planned the entire wedding without you kind of feels a little crazy to me because it could not have happened without you. So just thank you so much, and I am so glad that my sister brought you into our lives because you and Yvain are both just fantastic people, and we are so happy that our sister is with people who care about her and will take good care of her. And you, my little man, are now my new best friend. And she leans down and gives you a kiss on the cheek and just thank you so much.
well, of course, and just in the back of your head, in case this one doesn't work out, I'm always around to plan the next one for you.
She winks at you.
As
Don't
long as
worry, I have
she
your.
doesn't get me killed.
Don't worry, I know where to find you.
Yeah, yeah, and in case you hadn't noticed, we are not the only ones taking care of Scylla anymore. So,
I saw. Do you think she's mad at me for inviting her?
I think she stopped being mad at you for inviting her sometime around 107 last night, because that's about 7 minutes after she left us.
I'm glad my sister is happy.
Yeah, it's pretty nice.
Maybe we come back for another wedding soon.
You know people who can afford to be here for that?
Honestly, I still don't know how Porter's doing it. Like it's like it's okay. Like she kind of like leans over like Porter and Yvain are in like a deep conversation about battle tactics and um and she kind of just like leans over. I don't understand. Like I he makes pretty good money. Not this good. Like
Yeah, it's a little crazy.
where is this coming from?
I don't know. But honestly, we have been paid the most I've ever fucking seen in my entire goddamn life since risking our lives regularly for random shit that I don't know anything about, really.
You
It's
know,
crazy.
it's you're that makes a lot of sense. Risk versus reward, right?
Yeah, in this case, the reward is pretty fucking good usually. Um, so
I want
make sure
can
you
I
know.
ask your opinion on something?
Sure.
I'm going to talk to Scylla about this too, but I wanted to ask you as well. I want to meet his patron.
Yeah.
How do you think I should go about this? Because all of this money it paid for my whole wedding. I want to know if we're in debt to somebody.
Yeah. No, that's fair. I
Do I
mean,
just do I just like come out and say that or like what do you think?
I think that if you frame it like that, he'll be able to just go, no, we don't owe anybody any money. Don't worry about it, darling. And that's not what you want. You want to meet the fucker who's actually footing the bill. So, um, play the wife card, play like, anything you can to just kind of like make it seem like you just want to meet the person
Okay.
without the ulterior motive. You can add the motive further down the line.
Gotcha. Okay. Thank you, Belle.
That's what I would say at least.
You are always, as always, the best. Was there anything else, Melvin?
Nope, that's it.
Okay. Yvain, in that last day that any of the guests are going to be there, was there anything you wanted to get done or anyone you wanted to speak to or?
Generally, just say goodbye to everybody, especially Timor at the bar. And Zorion. Yeah, just make sure that she makes her round, she says goodbyes. And then go and buy some more rations because we're gonna need it.
5 gold.
Cool.
And that'll take care of you for about 2 weeks. And again, there are like three other places. There are two other places on the road to where you're going. So you got that should take care of you for a while. Okay. Scylla. Last day with your brother and sister. They're leaving tomorrow. What do you want to do?
Yeah, I feel like honestly, they're just like I don't think they're doing anything really specific, but I think the four of them. So
The
with
old
Rayo,
crew. The
yeah,
old original crew.
are probably just like going around town and probably getting into trouble. Like
You
they're
guys,
20 years
it's a
old.
weird moment. It's a weird moment. Yvain walks off to talk to Tiamora. Belle follows to grab some food. And the four of you just kind of find yourself sitting out on that patio, and Rael looks around and goes, "Can you guys remember the last time we were all together like this?" And Porter is the one who kind of looks over and goes, "I actually do. It was, if I'm not mistaken, the night that we busted you out of Selezo Hold."
Forgot about that.
You see Rael, just the biggest grin ever. "I didn't realize it was worth that much, okay? I just slipped it into my bag. I thought it was a pretty statue. How was I supposed to
Why
know it
were
was How was I
why were
supposed to
you
know it
stealing
was
anyway?
5,000 gold pieces?"
It doesn't matter how many gold pieces it was. Why were you fucking stealing?
Because it was pretty, and I didn't have any money. Tally just
Frustrated.
Tally is looking at you like, "I missed you guys bickering so much. We should go do
Don't
something.
make it like that. Don't
Let's
make
go
it like that.
shopping. Let's go shopping. We can steal. I mean, buy some things."
We will not be stealing anything. Oh my god. She is not capable of stealing. It's not enough
Rael
money.
looks at you. "Says who? I've gotten better."
I don't want to know. I don't want to know. I don't want to know.
She gives you the most roguish wink you have ever seen.
Scylla's already like trying to remember how to cast Pass Without a Trace just in case. Like, going to the catalog in her brain.
The four of you end up in the and go from, the bookstore to the little trinket shop. You guys go actually my you have found some you find a restaurant, actually, the restaurant district, and Rael goes absolutely nuts because this is where you ran into her last time, and she explains that whole situation. She saw you first, tried to get up and make a subtle exit, and was so focused on you, she ran smack into that poor busboy and ran him the fuck over.
Yeah, you fucked up that boy. I gave him a whole platinum piece because I felt so bad. He was
I
covered in water.
I felt so bad too, but it was so awkward. I was so scared. Anyway, I've been going around and trying to eat at every single place because it's just all so good. And the only place, let me see, been to Barbarossa's barbecue. I have been to Antonio's. It is real bad.
You don't trust anyone named Antonio.
I think it's a front. There was nobody in there, and the food was terrible. I think it's a front.
I feel like the front has really good food. It's always someone's like grandmother who is like, I've always wanted to open a restaurant.
I don't know. Maybe it's not this one. I don't know. But let me
I don't
see.
know. Fuck Antonio. Anyway.
I went. No. The food wasn't bad at Antonio's. The food was good at Antonio's. The food at Nourriture Dégoûtante, I think it was the name of it. I don't know. It is some really fancy place. It's the first place I went because it was the highest rated. It's so fancy. It's terrible. The food is so bad. Anyway, the only place I haven't eaten is Shot Pottery. It's a hot,
Pottery?
it's a hot pot restaurant.
Okay. Oh, let's
Just,
do it.
you
That
know,
sounds great.
soup and raw meat. What could go wrong? So
I mean, with you, a lot of things could probably go wrong, but I guess we'll find out. Yeah.
you love it. Anyway.
Third degree burns, at least. We're about to come out with.
But yeah, you all eventually end up at the Vermilion Orchid Casino. Just because the Tally and Rael, when they get together, it's Harley Quinn times two.
Oh,
It's
God.
it's Jester meets fucking like Deadpool. Like I don't know how to describe this except they are the chaos crew. They were the two chaotic ones, and it was always you and Porter trying to keep them reined in. So you see, so Tally and Rael, like basically you two are the boyfriends and they're the best friends. It's kind of how it went, you know. So like it's kind so they were always super tight. They found the casino and just went in and have been killing at the craps table. They are like they are about 50 platinum deep and are just racking it in because somehow Rael is just a crazy good gambler.
When
But-
does is
yeah.
she? I think Scylla's keeping an eye out for either security or if her friends and girlfriend are fucking cheating. she's waiting. Like, is Tally counting cards? Is Rael like using guidance on herself? Like,
Make a perception check or an insight check. I will let you choose.
which one is better? Let's find out. Skills. Insight. Perception, definitely.
Trying to get some fun rolls in before the
That's an 11.
11.
11.
You know, you can't tell if they're cheating or if they're just having a like doing well, but what you can tell is that last time Tally was in here, she was making a mess of everything. She could not do anything. She was trying to count cards, she was being way too loud. But she and Rael, they seem to be a good team. They're kind of balancing each other out with a little bit of aggression and holding and with being withdrawn and just like it's Rael has all the intuition and Tally has all the math. Tally does the tallies, and so it's just they seem to be just I don't know if they're cheating or they're doing it straight up, but it's the team that makes it. It's the team up that makes it.
I feel like Scylla spends a solid, like, good amount of time just kind of like not participating. I think she feels like she has pretty bad luck, but it's like kind of like just like watching two people she loves very dearly, like being very passionate and like enjoying something, and just like has a moment to like just sit. And I think Porter probably sits next to her.
Yeah. Rael is constantly looking over her shoulder at you, and it's almost as if she's like looking to make sure you're still there. And every time she sees you, she gets this like her entire face lights up like it's the first time she's seeing you.
Yeah, I think she just keeps an eye out for like during like after that, like probably notices that someone's about to get pissed off.
By the end of the
it's like-
night, yeah, go on.
It just like kind of puts her hand around Rael's waist and it's like, we should cash out. Have we considered cashing out? Yeah, come on, babe. Let's cash out.
Come on.
No, let's cash out.
I'm up. I'm up.
That's when we leave. We leave with
Baby, please.
Have you seen the 4 security guards staring at you? We need to cash out now.
One more roll. One more.
Oh my fucking fine. Okay.
she rolls and loses about half her pot. Okay, let's go.
See?
Okay, let's go. Let's go. Let's go. It's fine. Let's go.
Yep,
Fuck.
yep.
Fuck. God
The
damn
house always wins. The house always wins.
it. House always wins. I know. I know. Thank you for being my better judgment. I appreciate you. You are the best. I love you and I miss you. Me.
Yeah.
She like leans onto your shoulder. I am so excited to be traveling with you. Thank you for letting me come.
I have a feeling my friends understood that they said no, I would have stabbed them in their sleep. So Belbin's actually very scared of me in moments. So
He's
you haven't seen the whole new thing. It can be very scary.
Oh. Right. You see her kind of like she doesn't like she withdraws just a little bit, not physically, but you can just kind of feel her energy kind of withdraw into herself ever so slightly, and she kind of just right. Well, big things are scary.
And the wings are very big. So yeah.
Yeah. Anyway,
Still
let's
made
get
a
out of-
joke, but she noticed that and it hurt. It fucking hurt.
let's get out of here before those security guards squish me.
Oh no, 100%. They're about to tackle you.
Let's go, 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 go. But yeah, is there anything else you'd like to do with the OG squad?
They had to gamble. I don't know. I feel like they Scylla maybe leads them, not intentionally back to the house that they found, but like to the beach-ish area near there, and then it's like, oh fuck, here I am again.
Tally looks around and immediately clocks you, and Rael is not far behind. It's always like the best friend and the girlfriend are always like right, like one after another. It's always one or the other.
I swear they have a telepathic link, and they're just not fucking telling.
Are you all right? It's Rael.
I didn't realize we were over here.
What is over here?
I feel like she makes eye contact with Tally to be like, what level of
Tally just kind of.
supposedly the house I grew up in for a little while. Supposedly, due to memories returned from me to a scary worm. From a scary worm.
But wait, you basically grew up in my house. What are you talking about?
I think I was born here. I don't know how I got to Port Damali. Yeah, we told you about the Hydra, yeah?
Yeah.
And how if it eats people, it makes
It
everyone
makes everyone forget they ever existed. Right. It's hard to fathom.
Yeah, so everybody else, myself included, got back memories of Belle's sister, but I got back a few more. And they were of this house.
Oh.
Yeah, I saw their skeletons. It was a little dramatic. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine.
She just kind of pulls you in, and like she's like a good head taller than you, so like she kind of like pulls you in and just holds you. Do you know what you need to hear right now?
Honestly, no. I'm very. I don't want to say confused, but unknowing of my emotions currently because I got the memories back, but they feel like they're, I don't know, not from a different person, but from like a different version of myself. Like they're not connected to who I am now. So it's hard to mourn people I never really, and I was also so young apparently. So it's hard to, I'm not really sure, but I keep finding myself walking back here.
Do you want to go look around? See if we can glean something? Maybe Tally will have one of her little mental vision-bobs.
We can try again, but we kind of already did. There's a there's a crib inside the house back there. It says my name, but it's backwards. I'm not really sure what that helps.
Well, I guess my question, what do you want to find here? Do you want to find who you really are? Do you want to find the missing piece of you you've been missing all your life? Do you want to figure out what happened to you? Or where you went? Or how any of this happened?
I mean, yes to all of those, but it ends up so fucking complicated with all this shit with my fucking soul or something, and it's just I don't know. It feels like there's so many answers and there's just never there's so many questions and there's never any answers.
I've always Porter kind of chuckles at that. That's all life is. It's questions. Even the answers to questions are just more questions. There never is a true answer to anything. I've found that the answer is often which question you don't mind not knowing the answer to. I know for a fact, though, that nothing in that building, nothing in this town, nothing on this whole bloody planet could ever change who you are or what you mean to any of us. Tally kind of chimes in. No matter who you were born, you are who you are. You are a sister. We don't care if your name is Scylla or something else. We don't care if you are from Portomali or Nicodranes or Phelan or the Nine Hells. You're our sister. Rael kind of squeezes your hand. I don't think there's anything for you to find in there about yourself that you don't already know. But I think maybe we can shed a little light on your time, on your history, the timeline of your life. That could influence who you are. Because that could change, that could give you new information now. That could help you grow, help you get over things. But I don't think there's anything you're going to find in there that's going to change who you are. And nothing in there will ever make us, will ever change how we love you. All right?
Okay.
Let's not ever fuck up this little family again, okay? Because I don't think I could ever survive losing this again. Tally kind of runs, kind of comes over and gives Rael a hug. I missed you. So what do you want to do?
We can try one last time.
Let's go put our investigator hats on.
Thankfully, the bodies aren't in there anymore, so I think we'll be fine.
Okay. As you walk up through the little path to the jungle, you do walk past the two marked mounds where those skeletons were interred. Your eyes sort of linger on the markers for a moment. And whether it's a conscious choice or a subconscious one, you lock that image in your mind and store it in your memories. And you know you'll never forget this place, no matter what happens.
Yeah, I think Scylla just, I don't think she like fully goes up to the graves, but she does druid craft some flowers on the graves.
As you're passing by, you wave your fingers, and small sprouts kind of curl and spiral up the markers, and blossoms unfurl. It's beautiful. Simple.
And I think there's some, she lines the bottom with some mushrooms, so it makes some mycelium down there, so that things will continue growing around the area.
Beautiful.
And she does all this like really subtle, like she doesn't even like really look at it that much. She just kind of doesn't want to linger.
A waving of the fingers as you pass by.
Mhm.
You approach the house. Again, this ramshackled hut that was once a good sized a cottage, but has since been turned into a shack, pumped full of holes as if cannon fire had pounded it for days on end. The roof has collapsed in the front room, and the massive hole leading down to the hydro tunnels still remains in that front room. Everything else is untouched, just the way you left it. Where would you like to look? What would you like to do? Rael kind of whistles at the hole. That's big Mama Jamma.
We jumped in there.
Really?
It
That's
was not that
exciting.
fun time. No, it was scary, and we almost died from being collapsed on like 4 times.
Oh,
Stop doing that. It makes me worried for you. Stop.
I always thought you were cool. Now you're really cool.
I'm the coolest, but it was not fun. It was not fun. I had to turn into a badger like 3 different times so that my friends wouldn't die. There was a lady with a fire sword though. She just walked around with no shirt on. It was awesome.
Okay.
Where'd she go? She went back with order, right?
What's her name? Yeah.
Couldn't tell you.
God.
Liliana Cade.
Liliana Cade. Cade, yes. She
Cade. I knew it was a C.
Yeah, Cade. Yeah, Cayd. Yeah, they took
Cade.
off back to their
Cayed.
Cade.
Cayed.
Cade, Cade, listen, Cade. Yeah, Cade took off back to the Clary Order to report back with a Hydra head. Or what remained of one.
The goo. The goo of a Hydra.
The goo.
Lagoon. Goo.
Yeah.
Lagoon.
Anyway. What would you like to do in the house? If anything.
She's kind of already looked in the room that has the crib in it. Did you check her parents' room?
Here.
What am I making? No, you go first.
Make a wisdom saving throw for me.
Wisdom.
Common sense check. Everything all good, Eric?
Wisdom save. What's that? 16.
16. So again, last time you were in here, the entire house was full of holes.
Yes.
It's a miracle it's still standing. Why is it still standing? How is it still standing? When I say it's a miracle it's still standing, it's not a turn of phrase, it's not, hyperbole. How is this still standing? And you notice that it's because one wall is completely intact. In fact, an entire room is completely intact. And that was the child's room.
Mm-hmm.
Every other room, the room with the skeletons, the furniture was destroyed. The wall covered in holes, ceiling as well, floor as well, scratches everywhere, as if the clawed beast at different points in its existence had tore through there. Same deal with the front room, absolutely destroyed. The floorboards are decimated. You can't even find pieces of it at certain points. It's all just gone. And the entire place is ripped apart, ripped to shreds. This Hydra used this as its home, and you could see from the way it lived, it was a destructive force from its get-go. But the child's room is completely untouched. Those are the facts that you notice, and you may imply from those facts whatever you know, whatever you like.
Everything's so confusing. I feel like she puts her hand on the door to the child's room. Why? You guys are saying what I'm saying, right?
Porter
pushes the door open.
Porter immediately responds that the house is only staying up because the child's room was completely untouched. Yeah, I noticed that.
That was the thing. Yeah.
Gonna make a little
Did
roll
the
for
monster just not do kids?
Were children taken during its lifetime of the city?
Were there?
Yes. Multiple of all ages. And
Leuven
there
had
was
2 siblings that weren't there anymore.
Oh,
Yep.
yeah.
Yep.
I totally forgot about that.
Yeah, Leuven had a dad and 2 siblings. Only child, single mother now.
R.I.P.
Yep.
Yes, there were.
So it seemed to kill and eat pretty indiscriminately. Why did it not go for this child? You.
The worm is actually my true father.
Rael kind of smacks you on the arm. This is not the time to be joking around.
It is, because this is dramatic.
All right. It's your trauma. I'm sorry.
Respectful. Thank you. For once.
I love you. I'm sorry.
I love you. I'm sorry. So we can rule out the monster. What the? This is the thing I was talking about. There's no answers, just more questions.
Well, let's find the one we don't mind not knowing the answer to then. Because that's the only way we're going to be able to get out of here. With our heads intact, at least.
That's fair. Let me still go do everything.
It seems to me, and like Porter's been pacing this entire time, his boots kind of clicking on the wood floor, on the remnants of the wood floor. It seems to me that the only reason a wild beast who kills and eats indiscriminately would avoid one specific location would be either because there was would only be because there was something deterring it. What was that something? Was it magic? Was it a word? Was it something about you? Was it something in the room? Was it... We should search this room top to bottom to make sure there's, to see if there's any sort of magical battery or something. Maybe something maybe there's something shielding this room. Because maybe he just couldn't enter the room. And hold on. And he goes and looks at the door frame. Yes, see? The claw marks always stop right at the frame. So, or it looks like it never passed over this threshold. So it stayed out of the room for some reason. There was something stopping it from getting in the room. And we know it could go through doors. So
does that mean I was here by myself after my parents got killed?
I don't know.
You know, I haven't had one in a long time, and Alex's memory is bad going back so many years. But I used to have these dreams. I haven't had one in a while. A lot of rocking on boats and eyes looking at me. And one of them was angry, and one of them was not. I wonder if it was one of them.
One set of angry eyes and one set of not angry eyes.
I think so.
I'm
not sure my notes go back that far.
That is an appropriate. That is basically accurate. Yes. There is more, but that is an appropriate retelling.
Yeah, my first page is Scylla's super heist. Yvain is brainwashed. Fuck. that's the first page of my notes. So, dreams. Killing men in bar. Seeing Rael in the back scared. I want them to burn. Reached out to bad guy. Falling backwards into ether, but falling into a boat. Waves. Calming, at peace, is something protecting me. That's an interesting note right there. And then it says, natural 20, dispel.
So that is the extent of what Porter kind of pulls together, because you can see he's kind of gone into like detective mode.
Mm-hmm.
Batman.
It's the crib is weird though, right? It's like
It's your name backwards.
something. Yes.
Do you know if you came to the orphanage with a name, or if you were named? I was named because I didn't have one.
Do I know?
That is something that you would have spoken to the matrons about, I guess. That is something they would have told you about, because they try to tell all of their orphans in their care exactly as much as they can about their history, as to avoid any sort of, miscommunications down the line.
Mhm.
You were left at around between the ages you were around 4 years old. You were somewhere between 3 and 5, but you were around 4 years old. Left just swaddled up and sleeping outside of the orphanage with a name tag that said Scylla. And that is all that was known about you.
Yeah.
You were 3 or 4. You were stark white. That's the other thing. You were stark white with black hair, as you had always been.
Hmm.
But just as like, oh, this is a humanoid child, not like, no halfling ears, or not a halfling, no half elf ears, no elven ears, but stark white.
Glad I got a tan. Um, I had like a name tag when they dropped me off. I don't think the matrons would have read it backwards. That would have been weird. So somebody had already transcribed it backwards by the time I got here.
So that means you were in the care of someone.
Why Port Damali, of all places? Port Damali, as someone who just traveled there, is not fucking fun to get to.
I don't know. 20 odd years ago. So let's try to get a timeline as we know them now.
So cracking out her own notebook.
You were born to two fishermen about 20 odd years ago. At some point, somehow, this false Hydra got in and killed your parents. But could not or would not attack you. No one could have known about the Hydra because of the nature of its existence. It can't. No one can be aware of it. So, someone or something came here, found you as a child, and that's the other question. How long was this? Because you said you were around 4 when you arrived at the orphanage, right?
About there, yeah.
So
This is a crib for like a toddler.
So at some at some point between your birth and 4 years of age, the Hydra came, killed your family, did not kill you, and then you were somehow taken, someone or something came, took you from this place, transcribed your name backwards, and delivered you to Port Damali. Now there's a lot of mystery there because we have no idea when a lot of those things happened within that time frame, but that has to be the order of those events. We just need to figure out who it was and when, and if we can, why. You see, Porter has like his voice is higher in register now. He is energetic. He's speaking louder and more like energetically than you've ever heard him speak before. You don't even think you've ever heard him say this many words before. But you can just tell he's amped up. He's in his element now. We could canvass the city. we could spend the next few days looking over and trying to figure out who the eldest people here are remaining and if they remember anything from this area. We
We
can.
talked about doing that. Didn't we talk about doing that randomly at some point?
I don't remember.
Maybe I thought it. It's always possible.
Well, we can. So it only should take about a week, right?
Porter, do not cancel your trip home just to figure this out.
Oh shit! I forgot. And Tally,
You have a life.
Tally, like, yes, hello, you just married me yesterday, asshole. It's like, I'm sorry, darling.
He just got very excited. It's okay. There's a mystery that he cannot solve right in front of his face. It's going to drive him crazy for at least 20 years.
I will solve it. We can talk now. I can call you now.
That's true.
So if you ever want some insight, give me a call, all right? I will be. I'm always happy to solve a mystery.
Or I solve it all without you, and then I call you to rub it in your nose. One or the other.
Honestly, can't wait.
Me too. I would love to solve the mystery as quickly as possible. Good. Fucking killing these times.
You guys look around a little bit more, but beyond that, there's not much more that you can glean.
Mm-hmm.
You do remember that one more thing, however, that something Yvain mentioned, that the skeleton was sort of pockmarked a little bit. It looked almost as if the bones had been gnawed on by very, very small teeth. Animal teeth. Animal teeth.
Okay. It was like tiny baby.
Dear God.
Is gnawing on teeth. On the bone.
Oh yeah, you were just left there and just ate your parents.
I've been thinking about the Addams family a lot recently, and like that still could be like a part of the Addams family very easily. And that I'd put past a member of the Addams family is to chew on the bone.
Creepy and a kooky.
But like animal teeth as in like not worm teeth.
Hydra teeth.
Hydra teeth. Okay. So they were like coming back.
More. Make a wisdom save.
Okay. 24.
Jesus Christ. Okay.
Druid.
The Hydra killed your parents as an infant itself.
Oh yeah.
The Hydra was huge when you killed it. And the teeth marks that Yvain spoke about and the claw marks on the bones as they were being gnawed on were that of a small beast.
Didn't Cade say that it would take like decades for a Hydra to get that big?
A normal one. A normal run-of-the-mill non-false Hydra. A run-of-the-mill non-false Hydra would take decades to get that big. And even in legends about false Hydras, Cade had never heard of one as big as the one that you killed. So, in essence, there were legends. Basically, you killed a legendary beast that no one thought existed, and also it was bigger than any of the legends ever said it was.
How old am I?
It's not that. The implication was that Cade was making was that this Hydra was aging quicker than normal. Or not aging, but growing faster than an average one would, and in an unnatural way.
Mhm.
It wasn't that it was older than it seemed. It was
I'm
just
I got put in a comatose state for many
Scylla is 37.
37.
Yeah. But so yeah, that was the implication, was that it was growing at an unnaturally fast rate.
And did I did,
God damn it. Okay, wait, you're back. You're back. You're back. You're back. You're back. You're back. You're back.
I got a good look at the bones, right? Were they like human?
Yeah.
It's really fucking weird
Yeah.
they had an angel as a child.
How much does Scylla know about Asimar?
I would honestly assume, I mean, okay, so in my level of thinking, if it depends on when Scylla found out. Because if it was when they were kids, Tally and her would have fucking went on a researching binge for fucking days. That they loved reading. It was their whole thing. If it was older than that, after Tally and Scylla were separated, I think it probably would be less, unless someone told her
So
specifically. I don't think she would have gone out of her way for the
here's
information.
here's how I understand Asimar in the world of D&D. Asimar are not creatures that can like breed and create another. They're not a race of their own in that sense. Like they have a homeland and exist. They are sort of like gifts, or not like gifts, but like they are sort of just like creatures that are created through certain expectations, or through certain. They are created through certain situations. Those situations differ in their creation, but that is how I understand it. Asimars are a known a known aspect to the world, like any other race of beings are, and they are notably able to be discerned because they look like any other race, like they look like the race of their parents. However, with a more angelic sort of aura about them. Their hair glows, their skin is brighter, their eyes are brighter, their teeth are nicer and whiter. It's they have an angelic aura about themselves. And then every now and then they pop out some fucking wings. You know? It's like it's not like all of them all Asimar look exactly the same. It's just
Mhm.
What's going on? Am I missing something? Okay. Oh no.
There's a lot of typing.
I just opened the Mimi bullshit to that picture that you sent Ben like an hour ago. Dear fucking God.
You're
Okay.
welcome.
Anyway, so in your case, a fallen Asimar, you
Mhm.
would just look like a human, but with all of those like angelic features now put into the negative. Now just basically turned from like plus 50 to negative 50. Does that make sense?
Yeah. So we're
So
saying I was born a fallen Osimer, not made into one.
not necessarily. You were born an Asimar of some kind. How, or you, yeah. Okay, that's the thing. You don't know. You don't know because you don't know the situation of your birth. You
Mhm.
know? That's the other thing. You don't know the situation of your birth, so it's a complicated thing because yes, most Asimars are born to their parents, but some are also the status is gifted to certain individuals at a certain point for a certain deed, for a certain, you know, oh, the gods have chosen this person. And usually, if I'm understanding correctly, a fallen Asimar is something that happens with like that Aasimar losing a sense of I don't know, it's different. It's changed, you know?
I feel like you're trying to lead me towards something, Mac, and I need you to know I am so dumb stupid.
No,
I
I'm
am
really not. I'm
so
not trying.
dumb
I'm
stupid.
trying not to lead you to something. That is the thing. I am trying so hard not to just tell you the answer. Does that make sense? Because like I have your backstory in my head completely written out, like like beginning to end. I know every single detail of your entire life up to the beginning of the campaign.
I knew that.
Like, yeah, I have that all up here, and I'm trying to give you information that will help you get there without me telling you exactly what it is. You know what I mean? So that's
And that's when I tell you I'm dumb stupid.
Okay. Basically, Aasimars can be born fallen or not fallen. Aasimars can be created fallen or not fallen, or gifted to individuals fallen or not fallen. A fallen Aasimar can become an Aasimar, and an Aasimar can also become a fallen Aasimar.
Mm-hmm.
So, all points are starting points, and all points are also ending points. Does that make sense?
Okay. Yes.
Okay, cool. So you just have to
As
figure
long
out.
as I don't become the one that is fucking what's his face from X-Men? When you like take off the mask and it's like laser eyes.
Yeah. Oh.
Who the fuck can replace that race?
Cyclops.
Yeah, there's like a third race breed of Awesomer that's like they have to wear masks all the time because their faces light up or whatever.
Oh shit! I've never read about that one. I should.
It's like Protector, Fallen, and
Oh
something
god, one of my
else.
friends
There's
played one of
there's
these.
a
I
third
can't
one.
remember.
There's a third one, and
I
it's
want to say it's
basically you have
like
laser eyes.
golden.
He was an Echo Knight. What the hell was it? Oh, I don't know.
Yeah. Either way.
I don't want to become that one. I don't want to wear a mask. My face is too hot. I can't wear a mask. It works too hard on my character.
Anywho, so yeah, basically those are the slots. You just have to figure out where you slot it.
I mean, my Scylla's brain, my brain, Alex's brain. Scylla's brain is very overwhelmed because so many things. Scourge, yes, thank you.
Scourge, thank you.
Scylla's brain is running 8,000 miles a minute. Alex's brain is also, I'm dumb stupid. It's a quote Adventure Time. He's got pool brain.
All right, we'll tell you what. We can leave this little mystery here, like there for now, and just kind of like let Scylla think on it. Like we can say that, she kind of like took that info and kind of just said, okay, this is about all I can do at this moment, all I feel capable of doing before I start having a breakdown. So let's stew on this.
Can I make one last insight check
On what?
on myself to figure out thoughts? I want to think about.
Like, yeah, give me a question you're trying to figure out the answer to. And it has to be a very specific one to figure out with an insight check.
Mm-hmm. This is where the dumb stupid comes in.
I love stupid decisions.
I feel like she's. I don't know. I think she's really thinking about either like were the bones. She's thinking two things. Were the bones of her parents somehow the catalyst for the thing growing stronger, or she's also thinking about what beings or entities she's read about in her time with Tally that could potentially read things backwards or like perceive things backwards. Those are her two things she's thinking about. Like, like I could like like a monster that would be like, oh, one tells the truth, one tells a lie. Like they read things, they perceive things backwards.
And so that would have like gotten your name from Alice to Scylla.
From yes.
Okay. Go ahead and make either an insight check or a wisdom save. Or insight. Yeah, just insight then. Insight check.
Skills. No. Perception's +6. Insight is +3. Come on, Dicey. Come on, Dicey.
No. No.
I love you, Dicey. You know when you be good. I love you, Dicey.
Say it.
It's a natural 20.
All right.
Well, it's only a 23. Really want to
All right.
look at it that way.
Yeah. 23. Okay. And the questions were there anything in your history that could have perceived something back, that like any monsters or anything that could have perceived things backwards?
Mm-hmm.
And whether or not you think the bones of your parents were the catalyst to the creature growing differently.
Yes.
Okay. Let's start with the perceiving things backwards. Nothing comes to mind. Nothing in your history kind of comes like, no. It's like that would like read it backward. That would like read it backwards, but like perceive it backwards, but then also know how to spell it backwards, and like it wouldn't just like write it backwards. Like, no, it's not that. No, the reversing of the name had to be intentional.
Yeah.
The reversing of the name was intentional. But what was the intention?
Mm.
That's the question that comes with that answer. Is
all just questions. I can
yeah.
write this.
Why was the name
notebook and it would
reversed?
just be
Why
all
was the
questions?
yeah? Was the name reversal accidental or yeah? Exactly. Okay. The next thing, were the bones of your parents the catalyst that caused the beast to false hydra to grow quicker? You think about it, and you think back on the skeletons that you saw, and you think back on the house around you. You think back on everything you've learned, and you figure, there's no way. There's no way. They were just people. Like, there was nothing abnormal about those skeletons. They were, if anything, they were kind of old. You know? Like, they were, if you had done medicine checks, you probably would have figured out they're like, late 40s, early 50s.
That's pretty old for D&D.
It's pretty old to be having a child.
That's true.
It's a bit of a miracle that they had a child. That specific
from somebody.
that specific thought comes to your mind. It's a bit of a miracle to have a child at that age. But seemingly, there was nothing odd about those bones. And the more you think, if this beast was like, let's stop thinking about when that beast started growing abnormally. Let's just assume that it was always abnormal. It would make sense why then a beast as small as those bite marks would imply would be able to kill two fully grown adults, two fully grown fishermen. Two fully grown, you've seen Belle's parents. Belle's parents are both incredibly tough, strong. Like, Belle's mom could probably bench press Yvain if she had to, and Pops, don't even get me started. So how could an infant creature kill two fully grown adults by itself to the point where it gnawed them down to the bone? It had to
Right.
be abnormal before it ate them at that
Yeah.
point.
Did we learn anything about how false hydras like get places? Did they just fucking appear?
From what you remember in your
Like,
research,
how are they born?
from what you remember in your research, they are, the legend goes that they sprout in area that they basically materialize, that they, what's the word, manifest from they manifest from an area having a very high concentration of deception, lies and mistruths. Deception create an environment that fosters the creation of a false hydra, and it basically grows like a weed, like a plant. It grows like a plant. It starts off as like a little flesh potato, literally a potato just made of flesh with a couple of eyes and some stalks just in the dirt, and then eventually it'll grow a long stalk with a humanoid face at the end of it that will just push itself out of the dirt and start to sing. As it does that, it will weave its way out of people's perception and memories so that as to not be noticed. And then when it can, usually when a cat or a mouse or a squirrel or something happens to run across the little hole, it snaps it up. And with that first meal, it gets bigger. And it gets another meal and another. And eventually it grows more heads. And eventually it grows legs. And by that point, and, at that point, there's not really a lot. This is all inference from, ancient Greek poetry that you read. Like, that's the equivalent, you read some ancient Greek poetry about this beast and inferred all of this information. This is not scientifically proven. This is, mystics and theory. So that is what you were able to understand. And this Hydra did not look like the ones in the books. As you are thinking about this, all of, like, the hieroglyphics and pictograms and, different artistic representations or interpretations of this beast, none of them looked like this. Did you guys ever play Yu-Gi-Oh? You remember the Blue Eyes White Dragon?
Oh, I cannot remember the book.
Do you know how it had like those, like there was like the one version with the multiple heads?
Blue Eyes Ultimate
When-
Drag.
Yes.
Exactly.
Yes, Blue Eyes
Thank
Ultimate
you,
Dragon.
Seto Kappa.
So, yeah. Okay, I love you.
4,500 attack.
Fern is just about to start work.
Oh,
Gross.
bless
Yep.
him.
Yeah, right. But at least they work from their bedroom. So,
That is nice.
So this Hydra had, so all the artist interpretations were club-footed. They had like they were like almost elephant's feet. They were just big flat mounds. They were flesh mounds. They were fat. They were bulbous. They were just these like, giant literal potatoes made of flesh. And they're disgusting. This one was muscled. It was angulated. It almost looked. I would like all three of you to make insight checks or wisdom saves, whichever you think is best for you. Insight check or a wisdom save. If it doesn't matter either way, then it doesn't matter either way.
9.
Okay.
Sorry, 6.
Hell yeah,
6.
Erica.
Okay.
All right, what am I making? I was scribbling
it-
notes like a mad person.
Insight or wisdom save, whichever. I'm pretty
Wisdom
sure
save,
insight
please.
is wisdom, but
22.
22. Okay. it almost looked like it had been crossbred with something. It almost looked like it had been genetically altered somehow. Like it looked more muscular than it should, you know? Like you ever see those like stupidly ripped kangaroos?
Mhm.
And just like those muscles don't look right on you, bro. Like you're not supposed to have muscles like that. That just looks wrong. But this one had those muscles. It had that angular Blue Eyes Ultimate Dragon kind of look to it. It's you know, its haunches were more elbowy than you know, shoulder joints. It was all points and wings and you know, and different. It was almost more of a dragon than a hydra in the way it looked, at least. So maybe this one didn't grow. With a natural 20, maybe this wasn't natural.
Yeah, that's what I'm getting. Do you want to know the my AirPods just died. Just
It,
turn up the volume of my iPad. 1 sec.
it is what it is.
Oh, it's all the way up. Okay. Do you want to know my mad scribblings?
Oh yeah, hit me.
conclusion?
Hit me with them.
Can I hit you with a question?
Shoot. I'll let you know if I'm able to answer it.
I mean, you're not gonna be able to answer it, but I'm just gonna watch your face as I ask this question. Did my parents lie to a god? Because I'm thinking either one of them, either I was a gift from a god and my parents actually lied to them and they were scorned, and maybe it's either two gods this happened to, or it's the same god coming after me, but two different manifestations. Like one is angry and one is also kind of my parent. And then so I was given as a gift, and then to scorn them, the fucking false hydra was put in town, so I was protected. That's currently my page full of scribbles.
Okay. Okay.
That's my. I knew you wouldn't answer me, but that's my current. I assume that a lot of my notebook is the same of what Scylla's notebook looks like. So
Yeah. How about you?
her,
How about
her handwriting is definitely better than mine. But
okay. Well, with this, I think that would be a good place to leave it for the day.
after my AirPods died.
After, yeah, AirPods are dead, mysteries are being unearthed, but there are now even more questions to be answered.
There's always more questions. Scylla never gets any answers. She never gets any answers. She just gets questions. She's gonna go
That's not
insane.
true. Often enough, the answer is you should have just gone and talked to that person instead.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's been the right answer like 3 times so far.
Yep. Yep. You probably should have just asked them.
Those are the problems that Scylla makes, and that's how she can fix them, and that's her fault. But a lot of these problems are not from fucking her. She didn't do anything as a toddler to deserve
that
being
you know of.
kidnapped by someone. And
How do
put in
you
an
know?
article.
Maybe the god wasn't punishing the parents.
They're punishing me. I'm such a bad toddler. I peed
Maybe
my
the
pants.
toddler lied so
Dude,
much.
you
that the
ate your
false hydra was
parents.
popular.
Like what?
I was gnawing on them bones. I
And
was
them little baby teeth going.
Dude, baby's teeth, dude. What are you gonna? Well, you need something.
Have we checked Scylla's canines? Are they normal sized?
All right, and with that, I think I'm gonna end the recording. So, bye, Mac, who's prepping for next session.